Welcome back to WHIR TV. Later on in the show, we'll give you an update on By the Numbers, and the legal Q&A segment will discuss how you as a web host can protect yourself from the fraudulent actions of your customers. If you watched WHIR TV a few weeks ago, we caught up with Andreas, the CEO of 1&1Internet, and got some insight into the company's push into the North American market. Gauger joins us again this week to discuss his thoughts on the effect external pressures have on the hosting space. So Andreas, for a company as large as 1&1, it seems rather unusual that there hasn't been much talk about expanding through resellers or acquisitions. That begs the question, will we ever see 1&1 making acquisitions in the hosting space?
I wouldn't rule out that in the future we will grow through acquisitions too, because we have to grow very fast. We have a long track record in growing very fast, and we have to sustain that speed. But the reseller business is something special. It's a completely different business to the end customer business. And we think 1&1 is not good in doing such a business because we never even started it. So in that direction, I don't think we can do it with our team, but we might, buy a company that is able to do it and work with them together.
Well, how important is the smoothness of the process 1&1 uses to manage its technology? And how would that be affected by integrating acquired customers?
Yeah, our system is developed over the last 10 years. It's very sophisticated, completely automated, and it's also very much, we did lots of investment into the user interface. So since 2 years we are trying to get a better user interface out of one face to the customer for all the features. If we would acquire companies, we would certainly integrate them into our technology very fast, because that is just what it's all about. It's very easy to use products with all the features you need. Inexpensive.
We've heard a lot of discussion about big internet brands like Google and eBay getting into the hosting business. Does that pose a threat to smaller hosting companies? And how will that affect the big players like 1&1?
I don't think that small companies have any problems with Google or eBay entering the market, because small companies typically rely on direct customer relationship and good service in that direction, and knowing the customers and giving him exactly what he wants. So I don't see a threat there. I see more a threat for bigger companies like GoDaddy and us, for example. And there it's dangerous. They know how to do business. They have big customer bases. So we have to look and have the better product, basically.
So how will the company prepare itself for that?
Yeah, there's one way we can compete there is that we are much more focused on that market, and we can typically sell for lower price points. We also look very carefully at what eBay and Google are doing, and we have ideas in which direction that will turn, and also ideas what we will do against it. So we have to wait, and we are actually preparing on special private customer products. But we will not come out this year, as far as I see it.
Does this possibility create any opportunities for 1&1?
Maybe. In Germany we experienced that we had one very bad competition, big, fierceful competition, and that made us so strong that we are now the biggest web hosting company in the world.
Regardless of what may happen with new competition, what are some new ideas 1&1 has for targeting new hosting customers in the future?
Actually, our basic idea for all the time was offering potentially interesting new features to the customers as the first company in the market. So last example was, for example, the content you can get for free with a web hosting plan. Weather news, normal news, business news, whatever. You can just integrate it in your site. You don't have to pay license fees. We pay that for you. So we will have like 2 or 3 of such level features, new features every year. We are developing on the next 3 feature sets right now, which will come out end of this year, beginning next year, end of next year.